At the farthest edge of a vast, tangled forest where the trees whispered secrets to the wind and the owls watched with knowing eyes, lived a girl named Lyra. She was no more ordinary child. Brave of heart and quick of mind, Lyra had learned the ways of the woods not from books or teachers, but from her father, a skilled woodsman who raised her alone. In their small cottage, her father often sighed, "You trek better than any wolf, Lyra. Wolves only had each other. You had me to teach you." For all its beauty, the forest held a darkness at its core. When the first frost fell, that darkness touched her father. It began with a shiver in his hands, then coughing deep, dry, rattling. His face grew pale, his strength fading like the tide. "Try the pine bark tea again, please," he whispered. "You've always been stronger than me," Lyra replied, trying every remedy she knew, but nothing worked. By the seventh day, he no longer spoke, his eyes closed more than open, his breath thin. That night, as the wind howled like wolves across the chimney, Lyra dreamed, beyond the whispering trees, past the river that remembers lies, the house that walks and the ever slumbers inside. The witch holds power in potion, but beware the price of her devotion. Lyra knew the stories. Everyone did the house on chicken legs, the iron-toothed witch Baba Yaga. At dawn, she packed what little she could carry. A crust of barley bread, a strip of dried trout, her father's old flint knife, a silver hairpin from her mother, and a small jar of goose fat for the cold. "I'll come but with a cure," she promised. At first, the forest welcomed her. The trees knew her scent, squirrels chattered above, a fox watched silently from the underbrush. But as noon passed, familiar trails twisted, and the sun hung too long in the sky, as if time itself was unsure. By dusk, Lyra reached a clearing where a gnarled, hollow willow stood. Drawn by a strange pull, she approached. Inside the hollow was a bird skeleton, wings outstretched, beak open in silent cry. Etched into the wood were ruins older than the forest itself. She touched one, and a feeling washed over her. Kindness opens doors. That night, she slept in the crook of the willow. The stars blinked like ancient eyes above. By the second day, she reached the river that remembered everything. It curled like a snake, whispering in a thousand voices, "What will you forget to save the one you love?" "My fear," Lyra answered. "You will forget my fear." The waters parted, and she crossed safely. Beyond the trees and the river, by twilight, she saw skulls scattered across the ground and then the house on chicken legs, pacing restlessly. She stepped to the gate. "Poor thing," she murmured. The gate swung open silently. "Come forward, clever child," a voice called. Lyra entered. "Sir," towering and fearsome, stood Baba Yaga. Well, a child in my woods. What do you seek?" "My father is sick. He came for a cure." "And what will you give me in return?" "You will cook, clean, and serve for one night if you promise me the cure." "We'll see if you are worthy. Sweep the yard until not a speck of dust remains. File, and my geese will have you." Lyra swept tirelessly, her hands torn on thorns. Dust danced stubbornly like iron filings clinging to a magnet. She boiled pine cones with dew and feathers, kept the fire alive with a golden leaf in her pocket, and never slept. When dawn broke, the yard gleamed. "You have done well," Baba Yaga sighed. "This will heal your father. But you know your plan to eat me." "Of course you do. You are a clever and strong, just the kind you like, with a pinch of garlic and thyme." Lyra did not wait. She ran, throwing the silver hairpin behind her. It became a wall of mirrors. The golden leaf burst into a field of sunflowers, slowing the witch. Finally, the flint knife struck the ground, splitting the earth, and a wall of fire rose. Baba Yaga screeched and fell back, defeated. Lyra crossed the remembering river, which carried her gently. The willow tree bowed as she passed. At last, she reached the cottage. Her father lay still, but when she poured 3 drops of the potion into his mouth, his chest rose, he coughed, his fingers twitched. "I'm home," Lyra whispered. She never revealed the exact path she took or the river's whispered words, but those who heard her tale called her Lyra the Brave. She became a healer, teaching others to listen to trees, respect rivers, and honor their promises. As for Baba Yaga, she waits, patient, deep in the forest where her house paces on restless legs. And if you ever hear a swoosh, swoosh, swoosh behind you, you'd better run.